This episode of Men of Prestige, and their threshold is different from people to people, right? It's different, right? So it's very important that you note that everyone is different. What everyone can handle is different from people to people. Because, and I'm saying that so you can understand that I'm giving you the same grace. Excuse me. Right? I'm saying that so that you can understand that I'm giving you the same grace. It's very, very important that you understand that. Because when you judge, when you lead romantic relationships with judgment, either blame, guilt, judgment, condemnation, the same measure that you dish out that judgment is it's a double-edged sword. It cuts both ways. Right? You dish it out, it's gonna come back right back at you because you're an emotional social being like the rest of us. All right, relationships are hard. They are hard. That's not my opinion, by the way. That's something that people are very quick to say. They say marriages are hard. It's difficult. It's hard work. All this kind of things. But I'm a 14 years married man at this point. It's almost 15 years, and the way things are going, things are good. I don't think we're gonna stop. But hey, who knows tomorrow? Nobody knows tomorrow, right? So let me not run my mouth too much. What I can tell you, what I can guarantee you is that this very day today, I'm very much in a very stable situation. Marriage, long-term relationship, yes. And I retained my frame. I'm the leader of this bitch. So let's keep that at the back of your. Let me keep my foot on your neck really quickly. But hey, let's keep talking, right? Relationships are hard. That's what they say, right? I'll tell you what. Relationships can be hard for each individual, not for every one of us. I'll tell you that much right now. Relationship has never been hard for me. Yes, I've gone through my own version of crisis because I am married to a fantastic, beautiful, feminine woman, right? And come with that, too much is given, much is expected. I didn't fall out of the sky and know what I know today about manhood. I had to go through certain experiences. As a matter of fact, I don't think anybody fall into the world of manosphere or red pill or relationship talk by mistake. It's because they've had 100% of the time. I'm yet to be proven wrong. 100% of the time is because they've had their own fair share of certain type of experiences in relationships. For the most part, heartbreaks. So there you have it. So with that being said, I'm speaking from experience, on both sides, like some happy situation, which I am right now, and not so good place, within the context of romantic relationship. There are two reasons why you find relationship hard as an individual. See, it's very normal for you to project your situation on everybody else, and especially if you see a statistics that resonates with you. You don't even do any studies. You just run with it and say this is the truth, absolute truth for everyone. And it's bullshit. Yes, it is. You're projecting like the rest of us do when somebody tap a nerve, right? So, but it's okay. It's a pretty normal behavior to when you don't know any better. So let's talk about it. Why are relationships hard for certain type of people, for certain individuals, right? Why? There are two reasons. Maybe there will be more later, but I want to give you two solid reasons right now. The first reason is unrealistic expectations. Okay? Completely unrealistic expectations. Now, unrealistic expectations to you may seem realistic. Let's be clear, because sometimes when we say unrealistic expectations, we get stuck on, yeah, but that's not too much of an expectation. No, well, here's the thing. It can be too much of an expectation for that other human being, right? And their threshold is different from people to people, right? It's different, right? So it's very important that you note that everyone is different. What everyone can handle is different from people to people. Because, and I'm saying that so you can understand that I'm giving you the same grace. Excuse me. Right? I'm saying that so that you can understand that I'm giving you the same grace. It's very, very important that you understand that. Because when you judge, when you lead romantic relationships with judgment, either blame, guilt, judgment, condemnation, the same measure that you dish out that judgment is it's a double-edged sword. It cuts both ways, right? You dish it out, it's gonna come back right back at you because you're an emotional social being like the rest of us. So I have to give you the same kind of grace, but I also, as a man, I want you to assume your position of leadership and realize the amount of power that you have. So unrealistic expectations, which to you may be realistic, right? But it's to you. If you're going to survive in any form of relationship, you have to learn how to see from the other person's lens. It's easier said than done. That's where the work is. That's where the work is. It's easier said, but once you do that work and you get out on the other side, oh my, this is sweet. I'm telling you, it's sweet and no cap. But hey, we'll get to know each other more, and I can maybe share more later, depending on how comfortable I feel, because the streets are vicious. So I have to protect what I have as well. But that takes me to the second reason why relationships are hard, right? Like I said, on the other side, it's great. See, it's high rewards, right? No pain, no gain. You want all the gains that come with a healthy, happy relationship, especially within the context of marriage. You want that? Bro, you're gonna have to go through the pain. You're gonna have to go through, quote unquote, the work, right? And a lot of times, wherever you're coming from, we all have blind spots. And the devil is gonna come at you from your blind spot, whatever that is. You may think you came from, like I was just listening to a gentleman say, hey, make sure that your girl come from a single mother parent household. I was like, bullshit. That creates another level of blind spot. You get with somebody that is coming from a two-parent household, but it was a toxic relationship. You're not gonna see the trauma coming. It's gonna come from a blind spot, and you're gonna be like, I did everything right. I tried my best to do everything right. But yeah, because you also approach everything with arrogance. You're thinking with arrogance. You think because you have your own mathematics thing laid out, then you feel entitled. And I have a rude awakening coming for you. So what am I telling you? Why should you even want marriage if I told you it's work? Because there's high rewards. We all want love and companionship. No matter what kind of word you change it to, you can get stuck on the semantics. Some people say it's business. It's that. It's bullshit. It's companionship with a person for a lifetime. You fuck. Okay? So stop the cap, right? For a second, just stop, right? Stop it. You want some of this, right? You want somebody you want to get old with. I don't care what word you want to call it. In my language, my native language, Yoruba, it's called something else too. So bullshit with the words, right? The point is that it's highly rewarding. Just like everything that's worthwhile in life, it's not gonna come easy. But when you get out on the other side, it's like everything else that looks like accomplishments, your degrees, it's work. You go through it, right? But this time we're talking from an emotional standpoint. But you have emotions too. So there's high rewards involved in it. You want some of that? Then you should expect that it will be painful sometimes and you don't get to point fingers.